What you just watched wasn't failure. It was education in disguise. And these moments are worth their weight in gold. In this video, we're going to talk about something that most riders fear: dropping their bike. This single fear isn't just holding you back, it's actually preventing you from unlocking your full potential as a rider. Now make sure you stay tuned until the end, because I'm going to give you a power tip for when you're out there practicing. Now let's hop into it. Now quickly, we have to address the elephant in the room. How do you get over the fear of dropping your motorcycle? Let's face it, there's two main reasons why we're scared of dropping our bike. Number one, we don't want to damage our motorcycle that we spend thousands of dollars on. Number two, the fear of getting injured. We can eliminate this first fear by installing proper protection. I suggest at a minimum getting engine and saddlebag guards. These will protect about 98% of your motorcycle. But if you want to completely protect it, get motorcycle drop guards. You install these onto the engine and saddlebag guards. I have them installed both on my Road King and CVO, and I can tell you from experience, I've dropped them multiple times without any damage. Just some scrapes on the guards, which is exactly what they're meant for. Now for fear number two, not wanting to get injured. Well, the most obvious thing we can do is wear protective gear. At a minimum, you need a helmet, but I also suggest wearing gloves, motorcycle jeans, boots, and a protective jacket. With these two combined, think of it as a confidence multiplier. This allows you to focus on learning and not worrying about what could happen if you fall. After all, we spend thousands of dollars upgrading parts on our motorcycle, but is it really worth it if we wreck it due to our lack of ability? And trust me, after the first couple drops, it's not that scary anymore. Now let me share two words that my friend and Lock and Lean instructor Ken Grant said that has really stuck with me. Quality drops. Let me explain exactly what this means. In Ken's words, drops happen. We all hate them, but not all drops are created equal. Most of the time, it's due to improper technique. If you're dropping your bike and have no clue why it happened, that's a dumb drop. In a nutshell, it's just a mistake without a lesson. But then there's what he calls a quality drop, and Ken defines this by when the drop furthers the understanding of the technique and allows the rider to learn from it. If you can say to yourself, I felt that and I completely understand why it happened, that's a quality drop, and that's how you learn. Now you won't always know why a drop happened, and that's okay. This is where professional training comes in. Getting expert eyes and advice on your riding makes all the difference. I encourage you to check out Lock and Lean. They have multiple locations and they've completely transformed the way I ride. Now, why are quality drops worth their weight in gold? They teach you exactly what your motorcycle can and can't do. Think about it. If you never push past your comfort zone, how will you know what to do in an emergency? And that's why we practice in parking lots. It's better to learn your limits out there than out on the road. Every time you have a quality drop during practice, you're building a library of experiences. You're learning exactly how your bike responds, what it feels like at the edge of control, and most importantly, how to recover when things go wrong. The difference between a good rider and a great rider isn't that the great rider never drops their bike. It's that they've learned from every single drop. They've pushed their limits in a controlled environment, so when the unexpected happens on the road, they're ready for it. Think about it this way. Remember learning to walk? Yeah, me neither. But we all know one thing: we fell. A lot. Each time we fell, our brain was processing what went wrong and started making adjustments. Nobody criticized us for falling while learning to walk. It was part of the process. And the same goes for becoming a better rider. Remember, staying in your comfort zone might feel safe, but it won't make you a better rider. Quality drops are like expensive lessons that you've already paid for. Might as well learn from them. Now, I do want to mention the proper way to drop your bike. Yes, there's actually a proper way. Now, if you find yourself going over, don't panic. Our first reaction is to immediately stick our foot out to try and save ourselves from falling. And that's a bad idea. Like my friend and mentor Robert Simmons always says,
if we keep our feet on the floorboards and the pegs, that's how we stay clear of being injured.
When you stick your foot out, you're risking getting it caught between the bike and your saddlebag. And this is a good way to seriously get hurt. Now, I know this is easier said than done, but I promise with practice, you can turn this into a habit. I think I've mastered the fall. What do you think? Additionally, try to get in the habit of shutting off your bike as soon as possible. Sure, your bike has a tip sensor that should do this automatically, but don't count on it. I'm speaking from experience here. These sensors can fail, and when they do, things can get dangerous fast. Just ask my buddy Mike.
Oh my God!
Remember, train yourself to hit that engine kill switch when things start to go sideways. Literally. Now let me share that power tip that I mentioned earlier. We don't always have the luxury of practicing with someone to have eyes on our technique. But there's a simple solution. Become your own coach by recording your practice sessions. And here's the best part. You don't need fancy equipment. All you need is your phone and a basic tripod like this one. And this tripod right here, about 30 bucks on Amazon, and it's all you need to get started. It's super compact and easy to transport, not to mention it's easy to set up. Whoops. There it is. If you're interested in checking out this tripod, I'll drop an affiliate link down in the description. All you have to do is set it up where you can get a good view of your practice area. Then here's the key. When you find yourself getting frustrated and struggling with a particular exercise, stop and review your footage. Take a close look at those moments where things aren't going right. Trust me, 9 times out of 10, you'll either see or hear exactly what's going wrong. Why? Because when you're on the bike, you're focused on so many things at once that you might miss something crucial. You might think you're doing everything perfectly, but here's the truth. The camera doesn't lie. This simple hack has helped me realize mistakes I never knew I was making. Now, before you go out and hit the parking lot, make sure to check out this playlist right here to see some exercises you should practice. As always, this is Jogo with Jogo Motorcycle Adventures, and until next time, ride on.